Hey rock lovers, look at this. This is a piece of Arizona petrified wood. It's a small piece, but a beautiful piece. You can see some, what look like the rings, the bands within the tree. I like that. For this video, let's take this little piece of Arizona petrified wood, make a couple of slabs, and turn one of those slabs into a cabochon. Probably similar shape to this. This is a small piece, so we can't get too crazy with it, but we'll get a couple of slabs off of it and then turn one of those slabs into a hopefully beautiful cabochon. Okay, here we go on the 10-inch saw. I decided to take the cover off and give you some better views of this. It's just a water mixture that's really not so bad. As you can see, we got the thing cutting. All I have to do is make a couple of cuts and we'll have ourselves a slab. Our Arizona petrified wood has been slabbed. Well, somewhat slabbed. As you can see, I had a little bit of an issue with my slab saw. This piece was not mounted tightly enough in the vise at first, and on my second cut, which would have been my full slab cut, the stone shifted slightly, which created this situation. So, in spite of that, we can still do something with this. I think we can take this piece here, which is, even though it's not perfectly uniform, we can make a nice cab out of this. What do you think? Let me go ahead and draw a pattern on here and we'll get started. I'm thinking something like this. What do you think? Forgive my little hiccup right there. Hit a bump. So let's go ahead and take this shape over to the trim saw. Let's trim it down quite a bit and then we will get it mounted on a dopstick and get started. Let's let the trimming begin. Okay, I like to cut away as much as I can. Get it as close to the shape I drew on the stone as possible. That looks pretty good. Now let's get it dopped and we'll move on to the cabbing machine. There we go. Let's get started with the coarse wheel, the 80 grit wheel. Oh, well, what happened? That's not what it looked like. Well, I'll tell you what happened. So this thing had a couple of big fractures in it, and I swear about 2/3 of it broke off when I was cabbing it. So I had to call an audible and make this shape. And I'm going to soldier on with this. So let's go on to the 220 grit wheel. Okay, that'll smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, looking better in spite of the dramatic changes earlier. Now let's go to the 280 grit soft wheel. Okay, now we can start to see the pattern in there, the wood grain. I like that. Next up is the 600 grit wheel. Oh, now the shine is starting to form. Check that out. That's a really good sign. Next up is the 1200 grit wheel. This is normally where we start to get a really good shine. Let's see how this, oh, look at that. This Arizona petrified wood really shines. Check it out. Let's jump on the 3000 grit. This should look awesome. And, oh yes, look at that after 3000 grit. Remember, I always show these dry. All right, we can do better than that though. Let's get on the wet belt sander with the Syrian belt and see what happens. This is my magic belt. This should make it really, really glow. Look at that. Look at that reflection. Wow. Here you can see outside the shop, I got the garage door open, the fan going, and you can see my hand pretty clearly. Oh, look at that. So much so you can see the little blister I have on the palm of my hand from pulling weeds the other day. All right, let's go ahead and take this inside and we'll take a closer look. Okay, our Arizona petrified wood cabochon is all finished, and what a journey it took. It does not look anything like it did when we started, I know, but I explained that. Had a little bit of an issue. Fractures, and even now there's still some in there. However, the shine is terrific on this thing. That's a very sharp reflection of that light I'm using there. And there, let's see, can we see outside here? Let's see, where's the outside? Well, you can see the blinds, but it's a cloudy day. Well, I'm happy with the shine, not happy with the shape. Did the best I could. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.